How you doing, YouTube? Matt with MAxwell Beer Reviews, back with another review with Paul.
Porr, PA Brew Reviews.
And other than that, we have the Punter down here, and behind the camera, Guy. No, you can't see them because we suck ass and get that Ruffles thing out of the way.
Ruffles.
Anyway,
we're going to tell you.
And Chad's basement. There we go.
There we go.
We're in Chad's basement, day after our Albino Rhino Beer Fest.
2015.
And we just knocked off a homebrew of
SJ Porr, Little Face Brewing Company.
We did their apple cider.
The revolutionary soda. It's time to do their revolutionary brown ale.
Aged in bourbon barrels.
Aged in bourbon barrels.
And I hate ciders, and I give it a 10 out of 10 cider-wise.
Yeah.
And there's good things coming out of Pennsylvania.
So this one is the Fuggle Revolution because they use Fuggle hops in there.
Oh,
it's a brown ale aged with vanilla in bourbon barrels. This is the first beer in the series of dedicated to the American Revolution because I know he's a big revolutionary Civil War buff.
And that label is fucking awesome.
That's fucking cool.
That's ghetto as fuck. And
awesome.
he is down in York, Pennsylvania, and we have hung out a couple times in Gettysburg now, so that's really cool.
Awesome.
He's got a... Who's that? Is that...
SJ Porr.
That's his cap?
No, that's the brewer's best cap.
Okay, brew this.
That's awesome.
Let's see what we got here. So this is...
Head.
It's that glass. Yeah, well, I was going to say it's the glass. What? Okay.
That's good stuff, man. I like how he's keeping the Revolutionary War alive with that stuff. That's cool.
What's that?
Beer?
Bourbon.
We drink
No
that.
shit. What kind of brew?
It's from the same guy.
It's
Homebrew. The guy that did the cider.
SJ Porr is bourbon barrel brown ale. Yeah, just fill up all the glasses that are on the table.
This guy.
Yep. And that one too. Just fill them all up, and we'll see.
Well, I think that's everybody.
Well,
right?
that's Chad, so fill it up anyway.
Oh, there you go. Thank you.
Anyway. Bourbon, brown caramel, toasty notes.
Bourbon brown.
So is it Pennsylvania bourbon?
Yeah, of course.
Oh, yeah, that's
no, the
money.
bourbon, you
That's
can't call anything from Pennsylvania brewery. It has to be from Kentucky, so it's bourbon.
No, Kentucky.
And I don't know what he was. I think he used Maker's Mark, but I could be wrong.
Okay.
Used maple
It's
first.
like trees and bourbon. That's crazy.
Maple's Mark.
It is. It's very woody. It's got loads of bourbon.
Make it work.
Vanilla and caramel.
You can actually
It's huge,
smell,
like molasses, just richness.
the wood
You know
and
what I mean?
stuff,
Like, not a ton of barrel. It's just all that nice.
What do we have for time? Just to check.
It's on
Oh,
my
that's
one,
on
so
yours.
we can go forever,
Cheers,
baby.
brother. Cheers, brother.
Rolling Terrio does not worry about time.
He doesn't care how long. Oh my God!
Stop it, motherfucker!
It's on your channel. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, rate that.
No, I will edit it out with something funny.
What's this? Okay, watch. You know what? That's not right. Oh, okay. Okay. Once I won't end it, and the thing is, and then the boom, and the balloon came up and went pop. Done.
Laissez les bons temps rouler.
Thank you, Key.
Well, I don't know what
Anyway.
you're saying, so I'll have to get it translated. Anyway.
Oh, this brown ale is so good. It makes
I don't even go brown ale with it. I go porter.
Yeah, it's really nice.
Just based off the nose.
think
I mean,
the
who
nose
knows
is
what-
a little bit bigger.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't want to be super critical.
It's not to be like canned, but it's atypical bourbon barrel age, which is not a bad thing, but it's like that.
That's a good thing.
It's a great thing.
Yeah,
Bourbon,
it's really smooth.
molasses, vanilla,
I
coconut,
coconut, baby.
coconut, Joe.
Yeah.
I got a
Joe.
little coconut.
I like the fact that everything is
Get the
smooth, though.
coconut.
Yeah.
Cheers, boys. Cheers. Cheers to everyone.
Thank you.
Yes.
Cheers. Cheers.
Wow.
Boozy.
Boozy? Not really, though. I don't think it's super boozy, except on the very end.
Extreme.
And it's a bit thin.
I
But it's a brown
If it's a brown ale, you're not expecting the world when it comes
It's
out.
like a little sour to me and vinegary.
If it's brown.
I think that's the
the
acetyl, the ethyl alcohol.
Ethyl?
Thing. Yeah, ethyl
I think it's
alcohol.
actually just a little bit of tannin.
The oak tannins
Yeah.
coming in.
Okay, I get you.
I remember
getcha.
drinking the regular version about a year ago that I had, and it was just bourbon. That's all you could get from it. This actually has more character now.
I think it's a delicious beer. The only thing, and not to like make fun of, I'm not making fun of it at all. I think this is the case of having a too small a beer and too big of a barrel.
Yeah, and I told him that already.
Yeah, and it's great.
Okay.
It tastes really good, but you want to have something bigger, a little
If he
bit
made,
bolder in that
if,
barrel.
like
Just-
say he made a Baltic Porter and threw it in the barrel, I think it would come out like amazing.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah,
so-
but overall, I mean, it's a great beer. Like you said, in a nose, it's so rich, so deep,
rich,
but it's a lot of bourbon characteristics, not a ton of barrel. In the mouth, you get a little bit of oak tannins, maybe a little bit negative, bit thin, but it's just a nice beer.
With the barrel aging, you expect a little oak tannin, but just the thing is, like, let's not even say homebrew guys because SJ Porr is a homebrew. Let's focus on more like the beer community as brewers in general stop barrel aging mundane beers.
Well, that's what this is borderline. That's what I mean. It's a small beer to go in a barrel, but it's not a bad beer. That's what I mean. Like,
yeah.
I would appreciate a bigger beer in the barrel, but if I walked into a bar and they said, give me a beer, and I sat down and they gave this to me, I'd be like, oh, man.
Well, thanks for wasting a barrel.
No, I'd be like, thank you for giving this
Yeah,
random beer.
Thank you for giving it to me, but you wasted a barrel. Let's be honest about it. SJ, you and I, I get it.
That's a home
But
brewer.
the thing is, though, we need to understand that these breweries out there are wasting beers by putting them in barrels. They're wasting the barrel because half the beer gets lost under the barrel. Mm-hmm. But then half the time you're wasting the barrel because you want something to match and accentuate the beer.
Well, there's an art between making a beer that goes into a barrel on purpose.
It's a very simplistic,
you're not necessarily
but hard balance.
Do you think that they tried the beer and they were like, "Oh, this is kind of flat"?
No, this is what happens. There's two different mindsets. Typically, it's take a beer that you like and put it in a barrel. Then there's make a specific beer for a specific barrel. And that's kind of you're getting in this where someone made a beer and you like it.
Then you're forgetting the other thing there's a brewery called Dark Horse. Oh, I screwed up a barrel. Let's put it in a bourbon barrel and call $15 a bottle for it.
Dark Horse.
That's the other part. So they have three sections. We have this beer, let's put it in the barrel and charge too much for it. We made this beer that cost a certain amount of money, so let's put it in the barrel and charge what it's worth. And then you have the other third part, which is let's put it in a barrel and ruin it and then charge exuberant amounts of money for it because it's aged in a barrel.
Yeah. But I mean, nose-wise, it's off the hook.
This is a barrel that it just didn't handle up to the actual barrel aging, but it's still fine.
Yeah, nose-wise, it's off the hook. Mouth-wise, you just wish it was a bigger beer. Rating-wise, I'd give it an 87.
I give it a 7.
Yeah?
Yeah.
This is the session beer for lumberjacks. I think this is a 9 out of 10.
Yeah, I mean,
No,
it's still
no,
a
no,
really
no,
excellent brown ale, but
no,
it's just, yeah.
I give it a 7 too.
On it.
Yeah.
Weak on it.
I give it a 7 too.
Tastes like wood.
7, yeah.
What is this?
This is the bourbon barrel aged brown ale.
Homebrew.
From who?
SJ Porr.
The guy who made the ciders.
SJ Porr?
Yeah.
Yeah, you get all the brown ale characters. You get a little vanilla and a little oak tannin, but it just doesn't.
Yeah.
It doesn't come to fruition for me.
It's too small of a beer for the barrel. Yeah. But I still think it tastes
I think it's 7,
Yeah, it's a
7.5.
good beer.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
it's a good beer.
Solid, absolutely solid for the style of a barrel aged brown ale. I mean,
I'd probably myself give it a 6.75 just because I can get, say, like the Mighty Oak from Trafalgar, which is actually a really good oak aged brown ale right now.
I give it a
for
7.
$3 a bottle for a 500.
Yeah.
So I mean, something like that.
Price point, I think for me it was pretty good because
Free
I
is for me.
understand. And I know I'm looking at a homebrew.
No,
but the way I do my ratings,
don't
I'm
look
also
about that.
thinking-
I understand what you're saying. That's exactly the way you need to be looking at it.
Yeah, I'm thinking there are better things out there, but this is still good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I give
So there you go.
6.5, 6.75. You said. I give it a 7. That's perfectly reasonable. SJ, step up your game. You suck.
I would call this oak juice.
SJ. SJ Porr.
SJ Porr from
Thanks,
Little Face
SJ
Brewer,
Porr.
baby.
Thank
York,
you.
Fuggle
Pennsylvania.
Revolution. Damn, man.
Thanks,
Thank you for
boss.
sending Paul the bottle. I appreciate it.
I really
Cheers.
appreciate
Thank
it
you.
for trying it. This has been Paul from PA Brew with Matt from Massive Beer Reviews and everybody
Chad,
else.
Gee,
Thanks.
I will
everybody
see
over
you
there.
later.
Drink it.
I love it. Oak juice. I love it.
And I'll be naked.